We can go ahead and use mass elements in developing a space plan by using them to actually create what we would think as a designer as a block plan. What I've got right here is two sentences, box family mass and in-place family mass. Actually, you can't see them, but there is a mass element already here on the screen. Thing is, though, is that when you use mass elements, they're not necessarily there for you to see them right away. So you have to turn them on. Let's go up to the Massing and Site tab and click on that. And then on the Conceptual Mass panel, first icon, go ahead and click on that. And you'll see that the masses kind of show up. Now, bringing in a mass has been something that you've probably done in the past. We're going to focus in on how to edit them. Look at the first one, which is the family mass. If you click on it, you'll notice here that you have a number of drag triangles here, which allow you to go ahead and actually move them back and forth to change basically the rectangular size. And that's useful when you really don't care too much, because if you notice, there's no dimensioning that's available there. So that makes it kind of tough, but it's a good way to just kind of eyeball things. If you want to be a little bit more precise, go to Properties. Over in Properties, you'll notice that you have width, height, and depth. So let's just change this. Let's take the width here, and we'll make it 12 feet. We'll make the height a little bit smaller than 30 feet. We'll make that also 12 feet. And we'll make the depth, let's say, 10. Hit Apply, and you'll see that it has gone ahead and changed. So basically, you can modify two ways a box family mass. You can actually go ahead and use the drag handles here, these shape handles, to go ahead and move it back and forth. Or to be a little bit more precise about sizes, especially if you know the size of the office, let's say it's a 10 by 12, you can come over here and actually go ahead and put those numbers in. The other thing that you can do is you can change the elevations. Let's come down here and take a look at elevations in the project browser. And let's go to South. And under South, you'll see that the box family element is actually above level 2. Let's say level 2 is the second floor. So what I can do is I can click on this and bring it down and then lock it into place. By locking it, anytime that there's a change in level 2, this mass element's going to change along with it. So there's a number of different ways that you can change a box family mass element. So basically what we did is we looked at the box family element. What about the in-place one? Well, let's go back to our view here, which is the block diagram view. Just go ahead and click on that. And on the in-place family, click on it, and you'll see it too has drag handles. And the drag handles can be moved around, but there's a problem. If you look over here on Properties, there's no place at all to go ahead and put in any kind of dimensioning. Oops, that's a problem. So how do you go about doing it? There's another thing that you will need to have to do. Let's go into 3D mode over here, which is up at the top in the very top toolbar, and click on it. And we'll just kind of zoom in a little bit here on this. And go ahead and click on the in-place family. And then there's an icon called Edit in Place. Go ahead and click on that. Now, things change a little bit up here in the menu. However, if you look at the in-place family now, you're going to notice that you have control of edges and faces. And you have to be kind of careful as far as what you're looking at. Right now, look where my mouse arrow is and click. When you see that, you'll notice you get a drag icon, plus you get dimensioning here. I can go ahead and pull this out, and I can take another face. Let's take this face here. Notice this is 7 feet. Let's say I want to make it 10. So you can do some precision work that way. So now I've got that changed. When you're done with your changes, come up here to the Modify Form tab, and at the very right-hand side, pick Finish Mass. And that way, you've gone ahead and made your changes. Since we made our changes in 3D, if you come back down to the project browser and go back to that south elevation and look at the in-place mass, you'll see here that it too can be changed in an elevation mode. And you can also lock that into place as well. So basically what you have here when you're looking at these masses is that they can be editable. You can edit them in floor plan mode. You can edit them also in 3D mode. The only difference here, though, remember, is this. This is that if it's a family mass, It's not editable. As you can see here, there's no handles or anything like that, where within the in-place one, you can edit it in 3D. If you go to the floor plan mode, they're both editable up to a point. One has dimensions that you can go ahead and use. The other one, you have to go to another edit mode. And that is basically what you need to know for making up the start of a block plan.